Meanwhile, Meghan has given her first podcast interview. I know she does her own podcast, but she was talking this time about life with Prince Harry, and she actually was pretty candid. Well, interesting. That's kind of memory capsule, I guess. I don't know that many 16-year-olds might want to wade through that.
I think it would be when they're much older.
I think
that's
so.
ambitious.
Yes.
Because when you're 16 and 18, the last thing you want to do is probably go through emails from your mum.
Exactly.
But I do think it's a good idea
It's really
because
sweet.
there's so
It's
many
lovely,
photos on my phone.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with them? And also all those boxes of things that you have from the kids' schools, year 1, year 2, everything boxed up. You could just digitise it.
Ooh.
But who's got the time?
Well,
After the kids are in bed, I'm shattered.
So she has been spotted using HRH, and
yes,
I know, to the most of us it doesn't matter. You can just call yourself whatever you like, but actually to those that care, this is a big deal that she's doing that, isn't it?
I do think there's a valid point in there because we all know very famously that Meghan and Harry wanted to get away from royal duty and the public scrutiny that comes with that. And I think 99.9% of us were like, you know what? Fair enough. This is like, we completely understand where you're coming from. The deal was, if you're not working royals, as per the Queen, the Queen's advice, don't use your royal titles.
For commercial purposes.
Well,
why is it that Meghan Sussex can't catch a break from the unwarranted criticism? It seems no matter what she does, Meghan Sussex finds herself constantly under the microscope. She's simply trying to live authentically, focusing on her family, her career, and her humanitarian efforts. Yet, the criticism persists. Is it jealousy, bitterness, or perhaps something deeper? The relentless scrutiny seems more like a personal vendetta than constructive critique. It's time to take a closer look at the real issue here. Enter Lorraine Kelly, Joe, Elvin and Sonali Shah, the trio seemingly obsessed with Meghan Sussex's every move. Their latest round of commentary is nothing short of a spectacle of unwarranted criticism and unjust attacks. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't about constructive criticism or a measured assessment of Meghan's actions. No, this is about relentless and unjust attacks, simply because Meghan Sussex continues to step into her power and live her truth. Take, for instance, their recent critique of Meghan's appearance on Jamie Kern Lima's podcast. Rather than appreciate the empowering conversation, the trio chose to focus on the trivial. They took umbrage at Meghan's authenticity, her willingness to share her personal stories, and her commitment to inspire others. It's a baffling response, to say the least. But wait, there's more. Not content with their unwarranted critique, the trio also found fault with Meghan's use of her title. A title, mind you, that changes nothing about her message or her mission. It's as if they are grasping at straws, trying to find something, anything, to criticize. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the crux of the matter. This isn't about Meghan Sussex, this is about Lorraine Kelly, Joe Elvin, and Sonali Shah's inability to control the narrative. It's about their discomfort with Meghan's global influence. It's about their bitterness, their jealousy, their inability to be Meghan Sussex. In their relentless pursuit to tarnish Meghan's image, they reveal more about themselves than they do about Meghan. They reveal their pettiness, their resentment, and their bitterness. They reveal their inability to appreciate a woman who is unapologetically herself, a woman who is committed to using her voice for good, a woman who continues to rise despite the odds. Their commentary is not just unjust, it is driven by bitterness and an inability to control the narrative. Meghan Sussex, keep rising, your voice matters, and remember, no amount of petty commentary will ever drown it out. So, what's the real issue here? Could it be jealousy? Or is it something more? Let's take a moment to dissect this. Could it be that Lorraine Kelly, Sonali Shah and Joe Elvin are envious of Meghan Sussex's success? After all, Meghan's influence extends far beyond the borders of any one country. She is a global icon, a woman who uses her platform to advocate for change, to inspire and to empower. Could it be that they covet her reach, her ability to connect with people from all walks of life? Or perhaps it's the fact that they can't control the narrative. In a world where media personalities often shape public opinion, Meghan has managed to retain control of her own story. She's not afraid to speak her truth, to share her personal experiences, and to use her voice to inspire. This ability to control her own narrative, to tell her own story on her own terms, might be a source of frustration for Kelly, Shah and Elvin. And then there's the matter of Meghan's unwavering authenticity. She's not just a figurehead, a celebrity or a former royal. She's a mother, a wife, a woman with dreams, hopes and fears just like the rest of us. Maybe they can't handle the fact that despite their constant criticism, Meghan remains undeterred, continuing to live her truth. The truth is, Kelly, Shah and Elvin's constant attacks on Meghan Sussex reveal more about them than they do about Meghan. They reveal a deep-seated bitterness, a desire to tear down rather than build up, to criticize rather than celebrate. It's a reflection of their own insecurities, their own failures, their inability to match Meghan's impact. But here's the thing. Their discomfort, their criticism, their attempts to tarnish Meghan's reputation, they cannot and will not change Meghan's impact. Meghan Sussex will continue to inspire, to advocate, to make a difference. She will continue to rise above the noise, the negativity and the naysayers, proving time and time again that her voice, her story, her truth cannot be silenced. Their discomfort cannot and will not change Meghan's impact. Despite all the noise, Meghan Sussex continues to rise. She has forged a path that is uniquely her own, away from the strictures and constraints that once defined her public persona. She has embraced her new role as a global influencer, using her platform to highlight the causes close to her heart and to inspire countless individuals around the world. Meghan's humanitarian efforts are a testament to her commitment to making a difference. Her work with organizations dedicated to women's empowerment, mental health awareness and social justice, among others, exemplifies her dedication to using her influence for good. Each initiative, each partnership, each conversation that Meghan engages in is a step towards creating a more equitable and compassionate world. Moreover, Meghan's successful career speaks volumes about her resilience and determination. From her early days as an actress to her current pursuits in the realms of production and entrepreneurship, Meghan's professional journey is a narrative of overcoming odds and breaking barriers. Her success is not just personal, it is symbolic. It sends a powerful message that women, particularly women of colour, can and should occupy spaces of influence and power. Meghan's global position is another facet of her impact. With each appearance, each interview, each statement, she commands the attention of the world stage. And she uses that attention to amplify the voices that often go unheard, to challenge the status quo, and to advocate for change. However, it seems that Meghan's rise to prominence has ruffled a few feathers. The likes of Lorraine Kelly, Sonali Shah and Joe Elvin have chosen to focus on the superficial, the irrelevant and the petty, but their criticism, their attempts to undermine and belittle, only serve to highlight their own shortcomings. They fail to grasp the essence of Meghan's journey, her purpose, her impact. Meghan Sussex is not deterred by the noise. She continues to rise, to shine, to make a difference, and in doing so, she is redefining what it means to be a woman of influence in the 21st century. Meghan Sussex's voice matters, and no amount of petty commentary can drown it out. To Meghan Sussex we say, continue to rise. It's clear that your authentic presence has ruffled a few feathers, but that's often the price of genuine influence. Your willingness to speak your truth, share personal stories, and inspire others is a testament to your character. It's a beacon of light in a world where many choose to hide behind a facade. Your critics, like Lorraine Kelly and her guests, Sonali Shah and Joe Elvin, may continue to nitpick, but their words are merely echoes of their own insecurities. Their fixation on your success is more a reflection of their own shortcomings than a valid critique of you. They can't control your narrative, and it's evident that this lack of control unnerves them. Despite their attempts to undermine you, your impact remains undeniable. Your voice, amplified by your title, continues to echo across the globe, reaching those who need to hear it most. You've shown us that titles don't define us, but how we use them can make a difference. So, Meghan Sussex, continue to rise. Continue to use your platform to inspire, to influence, and to effect change. Don't let the bitter voices of the few drown out the supportive cheers of the many. We support you in your journey, and we look forward to seeing where it leads you. No amount of petty commentary will ever drown out your voice, Meghan Sussex. Continue to rise. Your voice matters.